Hey everybody. I wanted to make this video. I've been meaning to make it for a couple of days because I am about to put this heater on Craigslist, and I want to make this video, I guess, reviewing the two heaters that I've used. Anyway, I recorded this video once already, and for some reason my tablet the camera doesn't want to work. I guess I'm about to do a new camera app, I guess. I use Android, so if you have any good camera apps then that you really enjoy, let me know. Anyway, this is the butane heater. It takes the butane cartridge that the stoves take. Same cartridge, this is the same kind of opening that you have on the stoves, butane stoves. This also can take a, what do you call it, propane. It has an adapter in the box and this where you can take propane and you can stick the propane hose into the can, the propane tank. So anyway, I'm getting rid of this heater. It's brand new. I still have the box. I still have all the instructions. I've used it twice just to fire it up and see how it works. I find that it doesn't work for me, and there are several reasons why. One, even though it's small, I mean, here's my little buddy, okay? Even though it's fairly small, all of this metal gets hot, and I am in a minivan, so I don't need edges and sides to be hot. Obviously, this is going to be hot. I'm okay with that, but the top gets hot, the sides get hot, and I'm in a small minivan, and it's pretty, compact. I mean, I have very little foot room, so to put this in the little foot room that I have and know that it's going to be very hot when I fire it up, not such a good thing. I do like some features on this. I love that it tilts, whereas you can see by this one, there's no tilting. It just shoots straight out. So I do like that feature. I like the fact that it uses butane, and I already use butane for my cook stove, so it's one fuel that I could be buying. I also like the fact that it is much easier to turn on, in my opinion, than this one because I don't have to hold. I have not used this in really cold weather because I've never been living in my van in really cold weather. I have ended up staying with a friend once in winter, and then this past winter I bartered dog care with housing. So I'm in Northern Virginia. It gets cold here. We get snow. I'm not doing that. So for this to light this up, start it. You put the tank in, your butane canister. You lock it down. Then you just pull the choke and turn the handle, and the flame pops on, and then you can let go of the choke and do your, temperature setting. Although when I did put it in the yellow, in the minimums, the flame would flicker, so I kept it in the red the 2 times that I used it. So just know that. So again, my reason for not liking it is that it gets really hot, and it takes up a little more floor space. In my footwell, not the footwell, but look at some of my videos, you'll see how much room I have. I can only put it right in front of the sliding door facing my bed. There's no other place for it to be because of the wide base. So this is the reason I'm getting rid of it. I will be putting it on Craigslist. Oh, the other feature I did not like about this that I tried it out is it doesn't have a tip sensor. And I'm pretty sure the reason it doesn't have a tip sensor is because this tilts. The only way I was able to make this turn off is by taking this and sitting it down hard, and I think that jiggled the butane canister, which turned it off. So that's a safety thing. Whereas we all know that the Mr. Heater brand, they all have tip sensors. I can just move this like this when it's turned on, just a little rock, and it will turn off. Things I don't like about this. I don't like that it shoots straight up. Heat already rises, so the fact that it shoots straight up leaves the bottom part of my van much colder. I wish, like this one that has a tilt, I wish they would consider making this a tilt, where you could at least shoot it straight ahead. Even if it doesn't go down, I would prefer this to be straight ahead. The other thing I don't like about this heater, the little buddy, is that the placement of the on and off knobs. Okay, this is the turn on ignition and this is the off. So for this, you have to hold it in. I'm not going to do it because I'm inside in my job. You hold it in for anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds, and then you let it go, and then the flame flames on. And then you push the off to turn it off. There's no heat adjusting. I wish there was at least a low, medium, high, but there's no heat adjusting. It's just hot. The other thing I don't like about this is you can't use this on a bigger canister because it will not sit on top of a bigger canister. And if you don't have a lot of room like me and you only want like a 3-pound or a 5-pound canister, even if you were able to take the top off without breaking it, even if I take this top off and get an adapter to put on a big canister, this has to sit. So with an adapter and a hose, this is not going to sit flat, which is then going to turn off because of the tip turn off feature. So there's that. I have been storing it separately like this, not separately, but unattached, because it's able to fit. If you look at a previous video, my closet, it's able to fit where my closet is underneath my clothes. This is able to fit in more than one place in my van when I use it though. I can sit this next to my bed because the plastic does not get hot. The very edge does, but if I need to move it over for a second and put it, the little crease I have aisle way next to my bed, I can sit it there for a second while I use my toilet or just whatever I need to do in that little floor space I have, and then bring it back. With this one I couldn't because all the metal on the sides and stuff were hot and I run the risk of having a fire. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel about the two heaters. There's no right or wrong to feel about the two heaters. It's based on what's good for your needs. I'm just sharing with you my pros and cons for the heaters. I will continue to use this heater. This would be great for me if I were in a bigger van. I would not be giving it up if I had somewhere to store it until I get a big van, but I don't. I have no storage anymore, and so I'm not going to ride this around in my minivan for the next, year until I get a bigger van. That makes no sense. That's space I could be using for other stuff. So I will keep this heater. I will be selling the butane heater on Craigslist. I still have the box. Like I said, I just bought it this winter and only fired it up twice just to see how it worked. And yeah, so those are just my opinions. Look for another couple of videos coming in the next month. Well, not month. This continued month. This is May. Within this month, I will have 2 more videos for the month of May. All right, thanks. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and share the heck out of this video.